get started in a few moments here. Now the air conditioning shuts off. Good. Morning, Karen. How's everyone feeling today? I'm just happy to not be out in the sun because it's summer again and hot down here. Give everyone another few moments to get settled in and get whatever they might need. If you have a couple blocks, or at least one block, I encourage you to have it nearby. If you don't have a block, a water bottle, a pillow, or anything might be nice to have nearby in case you need it. I always like to teach you don't need a prop, but if you have one around, it's always nice to have the little extra support when you need it. So today's practice is not going to be anything too crazy. Going to move after a short little centering, going to move from posture to posture and take some time in each one to breathe and to connect with our bodies in the space. The reflection of the little hearts are throwing me off. I'm seeing someone walking outside. We'll get started here. Good morning. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips can relax, your spine can lift tall, and your shoulders can release. Just a reminder that this is your practice, so do what feels good in your body. If I guide you somewhere and you know a better place to be, I encourage you to find that space. And if we move somewhere and something doesn't feel quite right, find a place that feels a little bit more comfortable, whatever that looks like. Once you've settled in, finding a space where you can breathe. Taking full deep breaths in and full deep breaths out. And beginning to notice where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. Taking one deep clearing breath here. A full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing a slow, steady breath to find you. Allowing your awareness to shift to the ground beneath your hips. the air as it touches your skin. Beginning to notice any thoughts that might have joined you on your mat this morning. Just taking a moment to acknowledge that they are there without engaging, and allowing them to finish what they need to before moving off. And taking one more clearing breath here. Full deep breath in. A full deep breath out. Your next inhale, allowing your arms to sweep overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, side bending towards the right, releasing your right hand down beside you, left arm reaching overhead. Chest opening up, your outer left hip drawing down towards your mat. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. And finding your side bend over towards the other side. Left hand coming down beside you, right arm reaching overhead. And finding your breath. Full deep breaths in. And out. One more breath here. Breath in. And out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. Releasing your hands behind your lower back. I'm going to find a heart opener. Taking a big shoulder roll. Letting your hands walk about a foot or so. Shoulder blades hugging towards each other and down your back. Chest beginning to lift up. Taking your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. Maybe gazing forward. Maybe gazing up. Maybe lifting your chin up towards the ceiling. One more breath in and out. to release your shoulders, coming back through center. We're going to find a forward fold from here. You want to switch up the cross of your legs or shift your hips in any way. Now is a nice time to do that. And letting your arms start to walk out long in front of you. Letting your arms and shoulders relax. And your head and neck to release. And initially taking one deep breath here, full deep breath in. And releasing it out. One more breath here, breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising back up. We're going to make your way into your table on your hands and your knees. Rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. Initially taking any movement or motion that might feel good. Maybe some hip sways or some circles. Maybe a few cat-cows. Just exploring how your hips and your shoulders and spine are feeling this morning. Taking another breath or two to even out your movements. And finding your way into a neutral tabletop. We're going to work into your wrists just a little bit this morning. So initially turning your hands so your fingers face towards the sides of your mat. Back a little so I can see my hands. You can stay right here, maybe finding a little rock with your shoulders side to side. And staying right here, if you want to work a little bit deeper, you can let your hands start to rotate even further around, maybe to the point where your fingers start to face your knees. If your fingers are pointing towards your legs, you can let that rock go from forward to back. But wherever you end up, it's a reminder to be gentle on your wrists. We use them so much every day, and we don't often give them enough love. One more breath in and out. Gently releasing your hands back through center, maybe give them a little shake. Then we're going to work onto the back sides of your wrists, just one hand at a time. So leaving one hand grounded in a way that feels good. The other hand flipping your fingers to face towards your knees, the whole back side of your hand towards your mat. You might have a big bend to your elbow. Maybe work towards straightening into that arm. A little or a lot. If your arm fully straightens, maybe letting your hips start shifting towards your heels once more. in and out. Letting your elbow bend to release the wrist. Maybe give it a little shake. And we're going to come on to the other side. Whatever wrist you didn't do. And maybe finding a bend to your elbow. Maybe working towards straightening it. Maybe that shift of your hips towards your heels. And finding that space that's perfect for this side of your body. It's probably going to feel a whole lot different from the other side. Finding that space where you can breathe. Where you can stay present here on your mat. One more breath in and out. Bend to your elbow, releasing the wrist, and give it a little shake. We're going to shake both wrists out a little bit more. So either coming to sit on your heels or coming up to stand on your knees, whatever way feels best. Letting your elbows come by your rib cage, palms facing towards each other, and shaking your hands side to side. And pause, letting your palms face towards the ground, shaking your hands up and down. Imagine you're a little bird trying to fly. And pause. And we're going to find your downward facing dog. Grounding into your palms, curling your toes, hips shifting up and back. And finding a little bit of movement or motion, anything that might feel good. And so you can find a pedal of your feet, maybe bending one knee, then the other. But allowing any movements you do here to stay slow and with purpose. And then eventually finding some stillness. You can have a slight bend to your knees. Maybe your legs begin to straighten. But wherever you end up, finding that slow, steady breath. Deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. It's finding a gentle forward fold, a soft bend to your knees. Allowing your head and neck to release. Arms and shoulders to let go. And shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. Taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees. Slowly rolling up to stand. There's no rush to get there. And once you're at the top, taking a big shoulder roll. Maybe 2 or 3 more. Find that full range of motion in your shoulder joints. Moving into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Your feet can be together about hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. And once more, connecting in with your breath. Slow, steady breaths in slow, steady breaths out. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. And out. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. You exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length through your spine. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for a breath here, deep breath in. And out. One more just like that. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale, fold. You inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for another breath, a deep breath in. And out. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to pause here in an active forward fold. You can have your hands onto the ground or onto your shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that might be in your practice. But wherever you end up, drawing the crown of your head towards the ground and your hips up towards the ceiling. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Releasing any binds that you might have. Inhaling to your half lift. As you exhale, we're going to step your right foot back into a low lunge. Letting your hands come onto the ground, your right foot stepping back, right knee releasing down onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. You can stay right here with your hands on the ground. Maybe moving your hands up to blocks, to your left knee. But wherever you end up, allowing your hips to continue to draw forward and down. Taking one more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. Gently releasing your hands down to frame your left foot. We're going to find your half splits. Hips shifting up and back. Think about that right hip above your right knee. Maybe the left foot scoots forward just a little bit. Straight leg or a bent knee. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. One more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, bending back into your left knee just enough to let that left foot step back to meet your right. Either staying here in your table, child's pose, or your downward facing dog, or we're going to find a little bit of movement. As you inhale, finding your plank, top of your push-up. Taking a full deep breath in here. Exhale, lowering your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Your next inhale, coming to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And pausing for a breath. A deep breath in. And out. Releasing your hands behind your lower back, interlacing your fingers. Taking a big shoulder roll, allowing your hands to draw down towards the ground behind you. Shoulder blades towards each other, chest lifting up. Once more, head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. One more breath here, deep breath in and out. Gently to release your shoulders and your hands. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. We're going to find the other side. Exhale, letting your left foot step back into a low lunge. Left foot stepping back and coming down onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. Stay with your hands on the ground, moving up to blocks or up to your right knee. Finding that space where you can breathe. Allowing your hips to continue to draw forward and down. here. A deep breath in. And out. Letting your hands come down to frame your right foot and finding our half splits. Hip shifting up and back. Maybe that left hip right above the left knee. Right foot scooching out as much as you need it to. And straight leg or a bent knee. Taking your full deep breath in. And a breath out to fold. One more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. Bending into your right knee, just enough to step that right knee back to meet your left. And taking any movement or motion you might need. Maybe finding your child's pose, or we're going to go through that flow another time here. So finding your plank, the top of your push-up. Taking a full deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And gently lowering down onto your knees. And finding our child's pose. Your knees can be together or about mat width. However feels good. Toe mounds a touch, hips drawing towards your heels. Head and neck releasing down. And finding a space where you can breathe. And you can let your breath go. Taking one deep clearing breath here. A full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, slowly rising back into your table. And we're going to make your way into a seat. Rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. However feels good for you. Then initially let your feet come flat on your mat, a little bend to your knees, finding a little windshield wiper side to side. Got both hips to release just now. I'm going to move into a seated pigeon. It's one of my favorite versions of a pigeon. So you can let this, we're going to come the right foot on top of the left leg first. So if you need, you can bring the left leg out as much as you need. And crossing that right ankle over top. You can always scoot that left foot back, maybe scooting the hips closer towards the foot. Finding that perfect space, that perfect depth for you here. But wherever you end up, allowing your chest to lift. That right knee gently moving away from your upper body. breath in and out. Scooting that left foot away as much as you need to release that right foot back down onto your mat. Find any counter movement that might feel good. A little windshield wiper. Maybe letting your hands come to your knees to release off of your wrists and shoulders. Then we're going to move on to your other side. Coming to take that left ankle over top of the right knee. And finding the perfect space for this side of your body. Maybe the right foot scoots back, hips scoot forward. Chest lifting tall. Connecting with your breath. Slow, deep breaths in. And out. Taking one more breath here. Full deep breath in and out. Gently to release that left ankle off the top of the right knee. Finding any little counter movement that you might need. We're going to move into your bound angle, your Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, heels coming tight towards your hips, as tight as feels okay on your knees and your hips. Finding a tall spine, knees beginning to press out and down. Staying right here, maybe a light lean forward, maybe a fold forward. Wherever you end up, allowing your legs to stay active and strong. One more breath, a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up, and letting your feet scoot a little bit further away from you, a nice wide diamond shape. About the same distance from heels to groin as from knee to knee. Taking another deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. Imagining your forehead resting on the soles of your feet. One more breath here. Full deep breath in and out. Slowly rising back up. And letting your legs scoot all the way out long in front of you. Finding our Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. Your feet can be together, hip width, or a little bit wider, however feels best. Straight leg or a bent knee. Taking a breath in to find your length. A breath out to find your fold. And staying with your slow, steady breaths. Full deep breaths in and out. One more breath here. Deep breath in and out. Slowly rising back up. We're going to make your way all the way onto your back. Slowly rolling all the way down and letting your knees come with you up into your chest. Giving yourself a nice big hug. And stay right here, maybe find a light rock side to side or some circles of your knees around your hips, together or independently. And staying right here or finding your happy baby. Letting your knees start to draw towards your armpits, feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold up behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Wherever you end up, allowing your hips to release towards the ground and your shoulder caps to release back towards the ground as well. Allowing your chest to open up. Just one more breath in and out. Releasing your knees back into your chest. We're going to move into a reclined twist. You can keep your knees together or any other leg variation that feels right for you. Letting your knees come over towards that left side of your body first. Arms opening out into a T. Once you find your space here, taking a releasing breath. Full deep breath in and out. this time in our twists to begin to prepare your body, yourself, for your shavasana. So as you breathe, allowing everything to begin to release, to let go. Just one more breath here. Deep breath in. And out. Slowly coming back through center. Taking any movement or motion you might need to resettle your hips and spine. And we're going to move over on towards the other side, letting your knees come over towards the right. Taking whatever leg variation you took on that first side here. Arms releasing out into your T. And when you find your space, taking that releasing breath once more. Full deep breath in. Your big sigh out. One more breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center, realigning your hips and spine, and taking any other movements or motions that you might need before your shavasana, your final relaxation. You can have your feet on the ground, your knees bent, maybe extending your legs out long. Finding any space, any shape where you can feel most comfortable. Once you're there, beginning to release just that little bit more. Allowing your body to release control. Your thoughts to begin to wander. Taking one final clearing breath. A full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing control of your breath to let go. Slowly begin to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations. Allowing with each breath, life, energy, and movement to begin to make its way back into your body, to your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. And slowly making your way back into a comfortable seat. Pausing somewhere along the way for one final clearing breath. Full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, Iona and Jorian. It's hard to read the screen. Thank you all so much for sharing and joining me this morning. I teach this class every Wednesday morning at 10:30. I also teach, I offer a sound bowl healing on Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings at 9 o'clock here on Insight Timer. Thank you all for joining me today and for any and all support that you've shared. Christy, thank you if you're still here. And trying to remember what I wanted to say. If you want to get notifications when I have any other offerings, there should be a little picture of my head somewhere in the corner. Click that and click follow, and Insight Timer will let you know when I have any other offerings that are coming up. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Thank you all.